North Carolina's Attorney General is the top law enforcement official in our state. But with everything else on the ballot, our AG race hasn't gotten a lot of attention. Democrat Josh Stein wants another 4 years in office. Republican Jim O'Neill is out to stop him. As our Kenny Beck reports, there's one campaign ad in particular that has the two men at odds.
In the last 27 years, North Carolina has only had 3 attorney generals. Former Governor Mike Easley served 2 terms. Current Governor Roy Cooper served 4. Now another Democrat, Josh Stein, is seeking a second 4-year term.
We protect families by combating crime and promoting public safety, tackling the opioid epidemic, promoting criminal justice reform. We protect seniors, students, and consumers from fraud. And I protect people's fundamental rights by opposing discrimination and defending people's right to vote. I think I've done a good job and think I'll do a better job in a second term.
The last time North Carolina had a Republican attorney general was 1975. James Carson was a gubernatorial appointment. Josh Stein's opponent, Jim O'Neill, is hoping to change that.
If you're not safe leaving your home, then something's terribly wrong. And Josh Stein has completely failed North Carolinians on that front.
Both men agree it's been a challenge to find oxygen for this race in a presidential swing state that also has expensive, competitive battles for U.S. Senate and governor. Stein admits his fate this November is somewhat tied to Governor Cooper's. O'Neill says the same about President Trump. He spoke at the president's rally in Winston-Salem in September.
The current Attorney General is a radical left-wing liberal.
O'Neill has served as Forsyth County's district attorney since 2009 and has endorsements from the NRA as well as the state's Fraternal Order of Police, Police Benevolent Association, and Troopers Association.
They have turned their back on our current attorney general. And the reason they've done that, Kenny, is he has turned his back on them. He does not support them. He supports defunding the police, and he has tried to hide and fly under the radar on this issue.
The Stein camp points to this bipartisan list of endorsements from 40 district attorneys and sheriffs across North Carolina, including Danny Rogers of Guilford County and Bobby Kimbrough of Forsyth.
I tremendously value the important role that law enforcement plays in keeping our community safe. I mean, we need them to help us because there is violent crime. But you would have to be living under a rock if you don't realize that there are problems in our criminal justice system and that Black people and white people have not been treated the same.
I have never encountered somebody who made a racist comment or made a decision based on race as it relates to the law enforcement world. And I'm going to second that by saying I have never experienced or seen a prosecutor in this county make a decision to prosecute or not prosecute a case based upon race. We were very clear here over the summer, and I was very clear that I stand with people's right to peacefully protest. But if you cross that line and you start hurting police officers, you start damaging personal or public property, you will be arrested and you will be prosecuted.
Law enforcement can only serve and protect a community when the community believes that law enforcement is there to help them and not hurt them. And so reestablishing that trust, it's going to be hard work, but we can do it.
The candidates are at odds over the state's crime lab, old sex assault kits, and this ad.
When I learned that Jim O'Neill left 1,500 rape kits sitting on a shelf, leaving rapists on the streets, I had to speak out.
The Stein campaign claims 10% of the statewide sex assault kit backlog is from Forsyth County.
He failed to provide the leadership necessary to get those local law enforcement agencies to test those kits.
It's such a detestable lie, and we're in the political season. As you know, a lot of what you see on TV is absolutely not true. We have no shelves where rape kits are kept. We have no shelves where untested firearms are kept. We have no shelves here where fingerprints are kept. That is not the role of the prosecutor.
O'Neill says his campaign even filed a complaint with the State Board of Elections over this spot. The Stein camp calls it baseless, says it's not running the ad anymore, but that this was their schedule all along. The video does still appear on the Josh Stein for Attorney General YouTube page. There isn't much polling data for this race. However, the ECU Center for Survey Research has O'Neill leading Stein by 3 points with a 3.3% margin of error. Fundraising is a different matter. According to the latest campaign finance figures, Stein has outraised O'Neill by a margin of more than 10-1.
I'm incredibly honored that so many thousands of North Carolinians have embraced the work that we've been doing and want me to keep at it another 4 years.
When people understand and look at where his money's coming from California and other places outside of North Carolina, it should scare people.
That was our Kenny Beck reporting. Both candidates say they believe the election will be fair, and they both say they will accept the result.